Assalamu alaikum pre-9th class. This is our biology lecture in accordance to the today's morning class. Today we have read about cellular organizations, how many kinds of organizations do appear for cellular materials, for cellular organisms. There are different levels of organization which are shown to you in this picture. For example, the individually, personally, how things appear, how they became population by increasing in number, how they became a community by increasing in number plus increasing in variation. There are different kinds of animals living at the same place at same time in community. Next to that was an ecosystem, the part of the sphere where the individuals live with in accordance to other plants and animals, and then biome and biosphere, the part of sphere on which organisms live. This was our previous topic, but today we are going to start cellular organization of these different kinds of individual. All the organisms have been divided into 5 groups. Remember the names of these 5 groups and do highlight them respectively: prokaryotes, protists, fungi, plants and animals. So organisms are divided into 5 groups. Remember the name of these groups. Now all organisms are made up of cells, so there are 2 basic types of organism in the division of themselves. What is that? There are 2 divisions. Some are made up of prokaryotic cell and some are made up of eukaryotic cell. So guys, let me tell you one thing, that what are prokaryotes? Prokaryotes are those organisms which do not have a specific nucleus. Alright, and what are eukaryotic organisms and animals? Eukaryotic organisms are those which do have a true nucleus. They have a nucleus in their body that controls and performs all the functions. Alright guys, so starting with the next one, this is how internally organisms are related. Different cells which perform different kinds of function is shown in these pictures. But today we will go for cell organized into 3 ways. There are 3 kinds of organizations. Number 1 is unicellular, and the organisms which are in that are unicellular organisms. Next to that is colonial. The organisms which lie into that is of colonial are called colonial organisms. And the last but not the least is multicellular organization, which the organisms are called multicellular organisms. So starting with the first one, unicellular is what? Unicellular means that they have only one cell, which makes the whole organism. Examples of them are euglena, amoeba, paramecium, etc., which are shown here. Next to that is colonial organization. So what is a colony? A cellular organization which has many unicellular organisms living together but do not have any division of labor. As you can see, this is a colony. The boundary shows that. And now the little circles into that show that different kinds of organism living into them. But remember, there is no sharing of labor among them. Each cell lives of its own, eats of its own, works for his own. Alright? Next to that is multicellular organization. So multicellular, the name, the word multi means more than one, and cellular means cell. So the organisms which have more than one cell are categorized or organized in the group called multicellular organization. They are made up of tissues, organ system, etc. There are 2 examples of them. One is of mustard plant and the other one is of frog. As you can see the diagram of the mustard plant, how different parts. It is not limited to only single cell. It has its roots, its stem, old leaf, flower, new leaf. So different parts make up a complete organism with a nucleus into each cell. So they come along with the multicellular. And similarly the frog body, the scientific name of frog is Rana tigrina, and that of mustard plant is Brassica campestris. Frog also has multicellular organization. It is made up of organ system, and different things, different kinds of tissue perform specific function. So this was all about our today's topic, levels of organization. We have read about 3: unicellular, colonial and multicellular. I hope you guys have understood this topic. For further details, or if you have any kind of query related to these topics, you can ask me. Plus one more thing, class, you have to draw these pictures into your notebooks. My class have done, and those who have missed must draw these pictures. Alright.